Can the worst possible Poliwrath beat the entire game of Pokemon Yellow on 0 DVs, minimum battles, and with no TMs? Poliwrath is pretty unique amongst Gen 1 Water-type Pokemon, not just because it has a fighting type, but also because it's mostly a physical attacker, whereas most Water types really specialize in using special attacks to take down their opponents. Poliwrath is also a Stone evolution, meaning that it doesn't learn any new moves via level up. That means that Poliwrath is going to have to deal with some really unique challenges as it goes through this run. It's going to add 2 additional type weaknesses to Psychic and Flying, and it's not going to learn any strong water moves as it goes through the game. Is this going to be enough to get through? And how will it compare to other water types? Well, the best comparison for Poliwrath might be Kingler. Kingler, just like Poliwrath, has low special relative to its attack and defense stats, and really focuses on physical attacks to take its opponents down. So this will be the first of a 2-part series where we're going to look at Poliwrath and Kingler to see which is the best physical attacking water type in Generation 1. Can it beat the Angry Crab, or will it get kicked out of the pond? There's only one way to find out. Let's get into it. Professor Oak thought this was Futurama, so he caught himself a Hypnotoad, and we got ourselves our starting Pokemon. Now, breaking down our stats, we start off with 14 attack, 16 defense, 12 speed, and 12 special, so we're definitely a physical attacker and defender, and we start off with Hypnosis, Water Gun, Body Slam, and Double Slap. I don't think Double Slap's going to be too useful in this one. Here we take on Rival 1, where it's easy, we just Body Slam the Eevee down, and now we can move on to Viridian Forest. Now I'll take this easy bug catcher fight as a time to say that if you want to see the full unedited versions of these runs, I have live commentaries linked in the description below. We're going to cut through a lot of unnecessary sections in this one and just get straight to the meaningful fights. Here against Brock, it's just a couple of water guns.
Now here, Geodude's a one-hit KO, and Onix, easy one-hitter. No problem there. So we're through that section on 0 resets.
This entire early game is incredibly easy thanks to the fact that Poliwrath has Body Slam. We don't even need to mess around with putting most opponents to sleep. We can simply Body Slam them down and it does more than enough damage. So we get through Jesse and James in record time. It's right on to Cerulean, where we're just going to fight Misty, I think.
And now let's get into the Misty fight. Let's just see. Maybe she's going to be a first attempt victory here? So I do put Staryu to sleep. She did use an X defense, so we're going to do less damage, but it's still a 3-hitter there. We put Starmie to sleep, which is good. We want to stop it from using Harden. And 4 hits, I mean, the last one was a crit, but still, that was not hard. Completely easy. So we get through Misty on the first attempt, and we're still on 0 resets at this point. So we're outperforming a lot of Pokemon that are very high in the S tier. There are a lot of Pokemon that are in the S tier that needed optional battles here. There are a lot of Pokemon in the S tier that needed multiple resets at this point in the game. Not Poliwrath, he's doing just fine. So I'm going to put Spearow to sleep, given that it knows Peck, which is super effective, and then we just knock it out. I'm going to use Water Gun here on Sandshrew, that works. Body Slam's a 1-hitter, and it's a 2-hitter on Eevee. Wow, this is just ridiculous how easy this run is. At this point, no problems.
Moving on to the SSN, Poliwrath is still running on 0 resets. We haven't encountered a single form of resistance at this point in the game, and this makes it seem like maybe Poliwrath can just run away with this one. I mean, Hypnosis should cover up for any deficiencies in our moveset, right? So we'll just get straight to the Rival 3 fight and see how it goes.
Before we take on Rival 3, let's get into this fight. Here's the strat. I'm going Body Slam, that's a 1-hit on Spearow. Body Slam 1-shots on the Rattata. Here, Water Gun is perfectly fine. That was a critical hit. Hopefully it was enough without the crit on Sandshrew, but nice. And now 2 Body Slams on Eevee. Super duper easy. Super duper easy.
So with Rival 3 going down, we can make our way towards Rock Tunnel, and this Wrapping Last you would think would be hard, but Body Slam does more than enough damage. Yeah, it's not a 1-hit KO on the Oddish, but it's a 2-hit KO, it's just fine. Let's move on to Rock Tunnel itself.
Here we're going to use Water Gun on the Cubone. It hit us with Tail Whip, but that's probably fine. But here, I think we need to use Hypnosis. And we're hitting ourselves in confusion and we get wrecked. No! That's our first reset. So Water Gun's fine there. But we have to land the Hypnosis here, I think. Because that is a 3-hit KO with Body Slam.
So that Pokemaniac gave us our first reset, but fortunately the Rock Tunnel Hiker is a non-factor here. We just Water Gun down all of his Pokemon and get through this section. Now we can make our way to Lavender and take on Rival 4.
I'm going to go ahead and fight Rival 4 because he has Fearow coming out first, and Fearow is only going to use Mirror Move because it has Smart AI and it thinks that its flying type moves should be super effective, but because Mirror Move is the only flying type move it knows, it's just going to spam it over and over again, which means we're just going to try to put it to sleep and then Body Slam it down, and then I think Body Slam will be enough for the rest of his team. So first up, Hypnosis. Oh, we missed. Oh, it put us to sleep, but that's fine. Now we put it to sleep. Body Slam, Body Slam, Body Slam. We're going to Body Slam down the Magnemite. We're going to Body Slam down this Shelder. Water Gun here on the Sandshrew worked out. And then it's, I believe, 2 Body Slams. Perfect. We take down the Eevee. Now, I'm not going to take on all of the ghosts in this section, though, because they could be hard. We only have Water Gun to knock them out with.
So with Rival 4 going down, we can make our way to Celadon City, where we could take on Erika now. We would outspeed and be able to put her Pokemon to sleep, but I think Jessie and James are much easier.
Take on Jessie and James here. Here, I think this is all just about Body Slam. Oh, we've been poisoned. No! Water Gun to finish that one off. Body Slam there. Nice. And 2 Body Slams there. So here, I think I'm going to full restore right here, so that I don't have to run out and heal. And here, just against Pokemon like Onix, this is where we want to use Water Gun. There we go, takes that one down. Now I think we just put this Persian to sleep. Now Body Slam it. 2 hits, fortunately. That second one was a crit. Might have mattered. But we're going to be outsped by some Pokemon that could wreck us in the end.
So next up, we make our way to the Pokemon Tower, where we can try our first battle against ghosts. And this is a little discouraging, because even though we're 9 levels higher, these Ghastlies are 3 or 4 hit KOs. It's got me a little nervous for Agatha later on.
And here we are going into the Ghost Marowak, where Water Gun is a 2-hit KO. I think we can just potion up here. Yeah. And let's take on Jessie and James. Let's see how they go. So Meowth, I'm just going to Body Slam. I think we just Body Slam on Arbok too. I could go either way on Weezing. I'm just deciding to put it to sleep to try to avoid poison. There we go. We're all the way up to level 34. I think we're doing just fine here, guys.
So next up, Lieutenant Surge.
So here in this one, I am going to lead off with Hypnosis, if I can. Okay, we put him to sleep. Now Body Slam is a 2-hitter on him. Easy fight.
And so while we're crushing all of these gym leaders, let's just go ahead and take Erika on as well. I don't think she'll be too hard in this one.
So first things first, Tangela, you're going to sleep. Now I'm Body Slamming. That was a 3-hitter after we got the crit. Oh, and we get put to sleep. Like, we seriously missed like 3 Hypnosises in a row there, though. Okay. Let's get better Hypnosis luck. This looks like a 4-hitter without a crit. Okay, Weeping Bell's asleep. There was a crit. Now it was a 2-hitter with the crit. And now Body Slam, and the final hit. Oh, we got it. Erika. 1 reset due to Hypnosis being bad. But otherwise, I mean, we're on only 2 resets at this section of the game. This is not bad. I think we still should probably try Koga first. Given that, as long as we can put these Venonats to sleep, we should be able to knock them out, and at least their psychics are not same type. But maybe even at full health, the Venomoth will be able to one-shot us? I don't know. Let's find out. So first things first, I think we needed that Hypnosis to land. And that is a 4-hitter, guys. And man, if we cannot land a Hypnosis, well, we're obviously going to lose. Let's try this one more time. Just see. Okay, so there Hypnosis lands. Now Body Slam, Body Slam, Body Slam, and just finish him off with a Water Gun. See how much Water Gun does. Okay, that was a crit with Water Gun, which doesn't give me a whole lot of faith, but we do get through that. And they use Sleep Powder, and we get wrecked. Okay. Body Slam, and that's a 4-hitter, but we did take it out, and then Psychic just wrecks. Okay. So I don't think that one's happening at this point, short of using rare candies. Let's go check in on Rival 5. Let's just see how this fight looks. I mean, we match up well against the Sandslash and against the Cloyster. Those are fine, and the Flareon at the end will be fine too. So it's really, can we survive against Magneton and against Kadabra? So let's just see here. So here, I'm going to start by trying to put the Sandslash to sleep. Come on. Go to sleep, buddy. There we go. Water Gun, Water Gun. Nice. I am going to put Cloyster to sleep, given that it has high defense. Here, I don't know. Water Gun might be the play. Like, it's not going to do a ton of damage, but more just about the fact that it has such high defense. Okay, and we want to keep Body Slams for these other Pokemon. Okay, we put Magneton back to sleep and wreck it. Nice. And Confusion took us out. I think we need to get to Kadabra with more health. So I'm thinking it's time to stop messing around. Let's pop some rare candies here. We're not going to learn any new moves via rare candies. It's more about the fact that we're getting higher stats, and that might just be enough to make this a much more manageable fight. Here we can just Body Slam because we're going to one-shot. We don't even need to mess with Hypnosis there on the Kadabra. And here we'll just use Water Gun to take this Flareon down. There we go. We finally got through Rival 5 on 12 resets. So now we can get to Sabrina, and I'm going to take on Sabrina before Koga. Very intentionally. With the logic being that she's just going to attack randomly. And I don't think this is a fight where we even want to go for Hypnosis. I think we just want to try to Body Slam everything. And yeah, if we get Psychic, it's going to wreck. But if we don't get Psychic, and if we can manage to land the hits, then we're just going to one-shot or two-shot probably on the Alakazam without any defense buffs. Yeah, I mean, this one's, you know, somewhat luck-based. It comes down to whether or not we can land hits or not. And this is the big difference between Sabrina in yellow versus red and blue, is here she just goes hard on the accuracy strats, basically. So here we have no accuracy drops. So when I get to Alakazam with no accuracy drops, I think the play is just to put it to sleep and Body Slam, and there we go. 20 resets, but we are through Sabrina. And here I'm just going to pop both of these rare candies into our Poliwrath. Body Slam. Okay, it woke up, but we put it back to sleep. Body Slam, Body Slam. We're back on full health. And Psychic does not one-shot us. So, yeah, all those times it got a critical hit mattered. There was a 3-hit KO with Body Slam, and we were able to take down Koga finally at 31 resets, but some of that just came down to really bad luck, guys. Like, how many times are we supposed to get a critical hit when we get through to the end there? So here we are, gonna save and take on Mr. Blaine boy. Okay, we don't outspeed Rapidash though, but we did paralyze it. Nice. And here we've leveled up, so badge boost wouldn't even matter. And this one's looking like a 5-hit KO if you ask me, but we get through. There we go. 32 resets, we are through Blaine. Now we can make our way to the gym for Mr. Giovanni. We're going to try Giovanni, but this is going to be harder than a grass type because the Nidos are going to try to use Thunder on us. So let's see if we can get through. So first things first, I am going to try to put this Dugtrio to sleep so that I can use Water Gun on it. It's a 2-hitter. I'm also going to try to put Persian to sleep, and I'm going to go Body Slam on this one. Okay. 94 speed. We're on 92 speed. No. So we are outsped by the Nidos. And they're looking like 3-4 hit KOs here. So this is another spot where rare candies might be the play, but here, I mean, we already outspeed and Thunder missed. That's nice. So Water Gun can do the job. Guard Spec? Yes. He Guard Specs on his Nidoking. Please just... Oh, we got the crit. Perfect. Haha. And now Water Gun. Critical hit. One-shots. Yeah. I mean, 4 times super effective, I think that's the play. And, I mean, it's not like his Rhydon has great great special, so we were able to take that one down. Cool. Now we're on to Rival 6. This could be a hard fight. He has a lot of super effective moves to use against us. Here I think we put Sandslash to sleep and Water Gun it down. Here I think we need to put Execute to sleep. Because, yeah, Body Slam is a 3-hitter there. Once again, Cloyster's just going to spam Supersonic, so I want to put it to sleep. Here on lowish health, I think I just go Water Gun. We put Magneton to sleep. This is nice, but it needs to stay asleep. Body Slam finishes that one off. Okay, Body Slam's not a 1-hit here on the Kadabra after it uses Reflect, but we did take it down. Smog and Leer are just fine from the Flareon, and now Water Gun finishes the job. There we go. So, we're on 38 resets. We're heading to the Elite Four.
Now, this is a run where the battle with Lorelei is more tedious than it is difficult. Of course, we can't use any really strong moves against her. We've got to preserve enough Body Slam PP to basically get through the Slowbro and the Lapras at the end. But most of these Pokemon just can't do that much damage to us, and as long as we outspeed them and put them to sleep, we can just whittle them down with our attacking moves. I'm even using Water Gun here on Pokemon like Cloyster because it doesn't have as good special as it has defense, so a move like Water Gun, even though it's resisted, can still do decent damage here. On the Slowbro, this is the biggest threat to Poliwrath. If it did use Psychic, it would knock us out, but we put it to sleep and Body Slammed it down. Now we can just whittle Jinx down with a bunch of Water Guns, and finally on the Lapras, we're just hoping for no Super Potions, and we Body Slam it down. And next up, we're going to get into the Bruno fight, but this is going to be incredibly easy. I mean, when was Bruno not easy? We just Body Slam and use Water Gun on his Onix in order to take it down. That's a 1-hit, and we get through to Agatha. Now let's see how the Agatha fight goes in this one though, because we're going to have to use Water Gun.
I think this is the play, so let's see. Here we get paralyzed turn 1. Rip. Now fortunately against something like Golbat, we can go Body Slam. It's a 4-hit KO without a Super Potion there. Okay, Gengar is asleep, but it uses Mega Drain. And we're getting wrecked at this point, guys. Okay, fortunately, Paralysis has one benefit, which is that we will not be affected by Hypnosis, which means Dream Eater means nothing to us, but... Here we need to land the hit. Okay, we did take that one down. Okay, we are kind of making our way through this, but one more hit and confusion and we're down. Yep.
I grinded this Agatha fight for the better part of 2 hours and over 200 resets, with no sign that we're getting anywhere close to beating her. Agatha is kind of a perfect storm for Poliwrath. The first Gengar knows Mega Drain, allowing it to heal up, deal super effective damage, and waste our PP. And the final Gengar, if we ever get there, can hit us with a super effective Psychic, which can just one-shot the Poliwrath every single time. On top of that, we're outsped by everything, so we can't just rely on sleep strategies. And, what's worse, our only move to hit these ghosts with is Water Gun, a 40 base power move, and Poliwrath doesn't have great special. If we had a physical move like Earthquake here, I think we'd get through this just fine. So let's test that out. Let's try a second run on minimum battles, but this time using TMs, and see how we do in this section. Is Agatha the only wall? Or is Lance gonna be trouble too? What about the champion? Let's pick up the run in Agatha's room.
Okay, there Golbat's asleep. Now we can body slam on it. She swaps back to Gengar. Okay, but Gengar goes to sleep. Okay, we knock that one out. Body slam, body slam, body slam there. Nice. Oops. Earthquake. And Earthquake, that's a 2-hitter on Arbok. Hunter tried to use Dream Eater while we were awake, so now that's a 1-hitter. And we really need this Gengar to go to sleep because it knows Psychic. But we get it to sleep, and there we go. 2 Earthquakes finishes the job even after a Super Potion. So here we are. Let's try to take on Lancey Boy. Okay. And here we can see that the Dragonair is not a one-hit KO with Blizzard, which is part of the issue. Our special stat just isn't that good with Poliwrath, so we get these situations where we can actually get wrecked by his team because... by Lance's team, that is, because... yeah. Here we got a Thunder Miss, which is exactly what we wanted, but we just couldn't land the Hypnosis that we needed. We're literally 1 speed too slow to outspeed the Dragonite, so this is a spot where actually the best strat might be to hope for at least 1 Leer there. Oh, and we didn't take it down, but that's fine. Okay, now Earthquake, Hyper Beam, Gnosis, Earthquake. I mean, Earthquake might just do the job there. And that was the wing attack that I was really hoping to get. Okay, nice. But now we outspeed Dragonite because of the badge boost, and it's a 1-hitter with Blizzard. There we go, okay. 73 resets, but we have gotten through Lancey Boy, and now we just have to take down the champion. And we have tons of TMs at our disposal, but, well, not tons. We've got TM 29, TM 32, 46, and 27. But I think our moveset right now is pretty darn good. I can't see much reason to get anything else, so let's just go with this and try to take down the champ. So first things first, I am going to put Sandslash to sleep because I don't think this is going to be a 1-hitter. Okay. And we get Kinesis from Alakazam. And Kinesis again, and we get wrecked. Okay. Like, we get badge boosts from Kinesis, but it just doesn't really matter when we can't hit anything. Hey, fortunately, Exeggutor missed Hypnosis, which lets us put it to sleep. Okay, Magneton's asleep. We can knock that one out. We're on full health here at Cloyster. Okay, so twice we missed with that, but okay. We're just slowly whittling this one down, and we take it down with Hyper Beam. And now Earthquake is a one hit after a critical hit. So it's 114 resets, but we finally get through that fight. Come on. Poliwrath, you were supposed to be good.
So with the first run completed, we can see that Poliwrath is perfectly capable of beating the game of Pokemon Yellow on 0 DBs and minimum battles, but it has to take advantage of its large TM moveset in order to do so. Fortunately, it gets a lot of useful moves in Earthquake and Hyper Beam and Submission and Blizzard that allow it to take down a lot of major threats as it goes through the game. But it still had a lot of resets there. In fact, you may have noticed that a large proportion of that 114 resets came on Agatha, Lance, and the Champion. It's not like this was consistent by any means, and that has me a little bit concerned, because if we needed all those TMs and we still ended up with over 100 resets, then what level are we going to be able to beat the game without TMs? Let's get into that and find out. Here we're going to be taking optional battles and seeing what level we can beat the entire game with no TMs. We'll pick this one up again at Agatha, but if you want to see these full runs without any editing, I always link the live commentaries in the description below. I'm going to try to put some cards up here on the top right as well, so you can check those out there if you'd like to see all the details. With that being said, let's get straight to Agatha.
So let's try Agatha yet again. We finally keep her asleep. So Water Gun destroys Gengar. That was good. As long as we don't get toxic, we're happy there. Here, Water Gun is destroying Haunter. Body Slam. We paralyze the Arbok. Nice. Water Gun takes down Haunter. We're all the way to the Gengar on full health. We just need to put it to sleep. So we can see level 82 at the end there was the level we were finally able to beat Agatha at. Hey, that was a 2-hitter. And now we needed a Thunder Miss, but okay. Like, we are fast enough to outspeed the Dragonite at the end. As long as we can get there not being paralyzed. Okay, first Dragonary is asleep. I'm going to double slap first and then body slam on these Dragonairs, with the goal being to make it so that they won't use full restores. Or hyper potions, rather. Okay, we use Water Gun there on Aerodactyl, and we outspeed Dragonite. We just need it to stay asleep. He hyper potions. Oh, but we got it. There we go. Okay, level 83, but that was close. That was very close. So now I'm gonna max Elixir, and it's time to take on the Champion. Let's see how this goes. Level 83. Oh, rip. This is so bad. Okay. Body Slam on Alakazam. Exeggutor, we put it to sleep. I was pretty sure it wasn't going to be a one-hitter anyway. Gets Leech Seed on us. We paralyzed the Magneton. That was good. Okay, we've paralyzed Cloyster. We take it down. And now this is the thing where Flareon's only going to use Reflect because we are weak to Psychic. And we take him down on the first attempt. But level 83 was the level that we had to get to in order to beat the game with no TMs. Just terrible.
So to put level 83 into perspective, that's close to the same level that it took to beat the entire game on no TMs with Vulpix and Golbat. It's worse than Pokemon like Muck and Bulbasaur, and it's even worse than Charizard. Charizard had some of the worst typing for this section of the game, given that Lance would just one-shot it with Hydro Pump, and it still beat the Elite Four and the champion at level 70. This is the clearest evidence that I can think of to show that, without TMs, Poliwrath really isn't that good. Its moveset, while it seems great in the early game with Body Slam and Hypnosis, just doesn't keep up in the late game when it actually has to use Water Gun in order to get through certain opponents. But now we know what it takes to beat the game with no TMs, and the fact that it can beat the game on minimum battles without using any broken TMs, so we can try to optimize this Pokemon to get the best possible score on the tier list. I'm not super hopeful about this one because we didn't really make that much of an improvement in either of these runs, but maybe we can find a good balance of TMs and optional battles that will get us into a higher position. There's only one way to find out, so let's get into that last run and see how it goes.
There he is. This old guy. We're going to use Water Gun. Here, Devil Slap. We'll Devil Slap a Ponyta too, and then Water Gun it down. Perfect. And we get the extra rare candy. Rival 3 time. Look at this. Oh, Body Slam. Body Slam. Oops. That was a misplay. No. We got Sand Attacked because I used Double Slap instead of Water Gun on that Sandshrew, but it didn't matter. We're fine. We're perfectly fine. And these channelers are kind of the hardest, or this first channeler rather is kind of the hardest one. Okay, we managed to put that one to sleep. Water Gun is like a 3-hitter there. Okay, second Ghastly goes to sleep. And we get wrecked. No. And I'm going straight to the Safari Zone. This is going to be my actual first new move. I'm going to learn Surf on my Poliwrath. I think Surf is useful because unlike Submission, which is only really useful against ice types, Surf is going to be useful against tons and tons of opponents in this section of the game. It's much stronger than Water Gun, and so it should give us better ranges against everything. I'm hoping that will help get through on closer to minimum battles here, at least. So I'm going to just learn Surf right here over Water Gun. So here, let's take on this trainer. And yeah, Psybeam just destroyed us. But we can see Surf is doing more damage than... Or no, it's not. Those were crits, okay. Body Slam is still doing more damage to things. Okay, but we survived a non-critical hit Psybeam, so clearly the crit was what mattered there. I don't think we're ready to take on Koga, though. And, I mean, we could burn rare candies here, but not sure that's the play yet. I think I want to keep rare candies for later. So I'm going to take a few easy battles here in the Fighting Dojo to gain some extra levels. Here I'm going to heal up right here too. Let's take on the final boss of the dojo here. We can just Body Slam that one down. Using agility, that's fine. We just Body Slam that one down. Cool. So we've taken 5 optional battles so far. Okay, let's try. So first things first. Oh, I did not heal. Rip.
So now we have to do this the old-fashioned way. Yeah, I don't know that we have enough PP to get through this. Okay. Okay, so sorry, that was a reset due to human error. Let's try this again, where Surf now one-shots there. Let's see, Cloyster's got massive defense, so it looks like these two moves, Surf and Body Slam, do about the same here. Okay, we put Magneton to sleep, that's good. Body Slam, Body Slam, Body Slam. We survived, and it wasn't a one-hit KO there against Kadabra. RIP. Okay. Gonna fight a couple more optional battles then. With that, I think we'll go ahead and try Erika, because, I mean, if those other trainers aren't that bad, then Erika should be possible. More possible. She's weaker. So Erika time. We put the Tangela to sleep. It was a 2-hitter. Weepin' Bell is a 2-hit KO as well. And we survived Petal Dance, and that's just a 2-hitter right there on Gloom. No problem. So we get that one down. We're up to 8 resets already. Oh, this is stupid. Body Slam, Body Slam, Body Slam, Body Slam, Double Slap. Okay, Magneton's 3-hit range still. Got Confusion. That's exactly what we wanted. Oh, and now we're getting Sand Attack. No! But we get through. There we go. Nice. 8 resets. We've added only Surf so far, and we did manage to take down the rivals, so Rival 6. So I'm going to learn Earthquake immediately, and I'm going to learn it over Double Slap. Double Slap is the kind of worthless move on our set, and Earthquake is stronger than Body Slam, so as long as we can land the hits. Okay, we put Alakazam to sleep, and the critical hit knocked it out. There we go. We take down Sabrina on the first attempt. So now we have no choice. We have to fight Koga. And you might be saying, well, there's a clear solution, just get Psychic. And you would be right, Psychic would be super effective there. But I just don't think it's necessary. Earthquake is necessary. That's how we're going to get through Agatha later. So yeah, Earthquake. No Earthquake basically is just not going to be possible. Okay. So now we just need some luck on Koga. Earthquake is neutrally effective here, so we can use it on these Venonats and Venomoth. Okay. Oh, and now we're getting destroyed. Okay. Instead. Ah, man. That was probably the one where it was finally going to cooperate and let us win. Okay. We do manage to take that one down. He X attacks. We get Hypnosis to land. We get a critical hit. And now we have won. Finally, 18 resets. 10 resets there just on Koga. But we did finally get through it, so I guess we count that as a small victory. And now I'm hoping that Surf is going to make this a better fight against Blaine. The strat here is pretty simple. Hypnosis. And then we're going for Surf. That was a one-hitter. Wasn't paying attention to whether it was a crit or not, but we don't outspeed anything. Yeah, it was a crit. But here, Reflect doesn't matter because we're using Surf. And just in case he Super Potions Surf. There we go. We get through Blaine. No problem. Nice, nice. But let's try Giovanni. Don't think there's any choice but to go for Surf there. Here, I'm going to go Body Slam on this one. Okay, we did manage to get through. And we're outsped by Nidoqueen. So, this is where I think we do need to drop a bunch of rare candies. Because I think we need to outspeed. I think 106 speed is enough to outspeed both of the Nidos, but we'll have to double check. Here, that's an easy Surf. There, we put this one to sleep, so we can just Earthquake and Earthquake. Okay, Nidoqueen Surf is not quite a one-hitter. We're still outsped there, but we do get through, and then Surf Rex. There we go. There we go, there we go. But we also had a couple where I misclicked, so like entered a battle I shouldn't have entered, so. Okay, we take Execute down, though I'm not super confident given that we're leech seeded here. I do think I'm going to use Surf here on Cloyster. And we're confused, but Body Slam does take that one down. Earthquake? Oh, just misses the range to be a one-hitter there. Okay. So here's another spot where I think I'm going to Rare Candy. And see. Maybe we can get the range here. Surf. Hypnosis, okay, that was good. Body Slam, Body Slam, Body Slam, nice. Hypnosis, come on. Let's try to Surf on this one. There we go. Okay, we take that one down in 3 Surfs. We land Hypnosis. Earthquake, easy one-shot now. We just survived Psychic. Surf is not a one-hitter, but we survived with 2 HP. RIP. Oh, we got him. That's funny. Oh, man. Rival 6, get wrecked. 20 resets so far, though. So here, first up, Lorelei. Let's see how this goes. We're going for Hypnosis. Now we're going for some Body Slams. It's looking like a 4-hitter without her using Super Potions. Hypnosis here on Cloyster. Okay, now I think I can just go Surf on this one, since its special is a little bit lower. Now Slowbro, I think we want to just knock out as quickly as possible. It's looking like about 4 Earthquakes to knock that one out. Here I think we'll just try to knock out Jinx as quick as possible. And now Lapras, let's put it to sleep. Use some Earthquakes. Does have good defense, but we take it down. There we go. So Lorelei, no problem at all. Here I am going to pop an Elixir. And I will heal up just to be safe. And let's take on Bruno. Surf will just destroy that one. Here we can go for some Body Slams here if we can hit. Oh, now he's double teaming. Oh, and now we've been frozen. He can't Fire Punch. That's why I'm not immediately resetting. Okay. But clearly these ones are a little bit harder.
Here, I'm gonna surf, and surf. Okay. So now we are into the Agatha fight. We did not lose to Bruno, thankfully, due to him, you know, just doing us a solid and saying, you know what? I think I'm just gonna, you know, fire punch you after I've frozen you solid. Haha. Oh, his dumb AI. That's the only way to thaw out without using an item, is to get hit by a fire move, by the way. So here, I think we just Earthquake. Yes. Now I think we body slam this one down. Now I think there's no need to mess around, just Earthquake. We're gonna have to land the hits, obviously. And there we go. We get through Agatha on the first attempt. Nice. Okay. So now the question is, what do we forget to learn in order to learn Blizzard? And I'm going to forget Body Slam. It's served us well to this point, but I think Blizzard is the play now. I'm going to pump 3 PP ups into that. And let's make sure we full restore here so that we're at full health. Okay, it's time for Lance, and I think this is where I drop my 2 rare candies too. We're at level 62 in this one. Let's see how this goes. So we put Gyarados to sleep. We're not doing great damage here, but that's fine. Okay. Blizzard does 1 hit there. Okay, Blizzard 1 hits there. We're going for Surf here since it's super effective. We put Dragonite to sleep and Blizzard one-shots. There we go, there we go. So Lance goes down. We're still on 20 option or 20 resets. We haven't added a bunch of optional battles. I think we have a chance, and if we can just get to the end here, we will be fine. Okay, let's get into this final fight against the champion, where I think the strat is just Surf on Sandslash. I think we go for Earthquake here. It's not a 1-hitter, but it is a 2-hitter. We need to put Exeggutor to sleep so that we can Blizzard it down. Okay. And we missed Hypnosis there on the Magneton. Okay, but now that we know that Earthquake is not a 1-hit here, I think we have to try to put Alakazam to sleep. We're hoping for Psybeam and then to put it to sleep, basically. Okay, Psychic does not one-shot. That is good to know. Blizzard is a 3-hitter here, but we have to keep this one asleep. Okay. Oh, we got crit. Nice. How does Earthquake do here? Oh, it's not a 1-hitter either. Okay. Sorry, it was worth a try. It was worth a shot. A critical hit could have just gotten us through that one. And we're all the way to Cloyster. Okay, but... oh, man. Okay. Leech Seed, I think, ends this one. Okay. Kinesis plus Leech Seed basically ended that one. But we get through Sandslash every time. Okay. Now Alakazam does stay asleep. Still got a fair amount of HP left. Here, we'll just surf that down. But we need to put that Magneton to sleep. Oh, man, come on. Surf. Okay, Earthquake, Earthquake. Okay, we land Hypnosis, Blizzard. It's gonna 3-hit here. Okay. There we go, Earthquake. And we can just Surf. Hypnosis on Cloyster. Go and Surf here. Okay, no full restore, please. There we go. And we have won. There we go. Because Flareon will only use Reflect because we're fighting type. 25 resets. In the end, that is actually, 11 optional battles. I undersold how many optional battles I took. Then we added 3 TM moves. Surf, Earthquake, and Blizzard. Let's see where that puts this one on the tier list. I'm very interested to see how this comes in.
So in the end, Poliwrath did manage an S tier finish, and it only needed 3 TMs and 11 optional battles in order to do so. That's pretty impressive when you consider how bad the first runs with no TMs and minimum battles were. Tells us that Poliwrath, quite frankly, wasn't that far off. It just needed a little bit of help to become really, really solid. So moving to the condensed tier list of all the final runs, we can see that Poliwrath takes down the 14th spot, sitting just behind Scyther and Charizard and just ahead of Alakazam. And that's pretty darn impressive because most people would expect Alakazam to be one of the best Pokemon in the game. The difference was that unlike Alakazam, Poliwrath doesn't need that many optional battles to become fairly consistent. And while it did use more TMs than Alakazam, those TMs did a lot more heavy lifting in important battles. And for those of you who are really obsessed with speed in these runs, well, this is by no means speed optimized, so take this with a mountain of salt, but Poliwrath managed the 4th best real-time finish of all of the runs that I've done so far, placing just behind Charizard and placing in front of Victreebel, joining the 5 Pokemon that I've run so far with a sub 1 hour time in total on these settings. And you might be saying, well, hey, don't other runners get sub 40s in real time? Well, yes, but they're often playing on max DVs. On 0 DVs, we have a much harder time, we have much worse ranges, so something in the range of 40 to 50 minutes is pretty darn good in these settings. Now, all of these runs put together mean that we've placed a pretty high bar for Kingler to match if it's going to be any sort of competition for Poliwrath. So that's going to be coming in the next video. But for this one, we have finished the game with Poliwrath, we've gotten it in the S tier, and now there's only one question that remains.
So there is one last question that we have to answer. You guys know it. I know it. Everybody knows it. How are we going to do against Mewtwo? We have to go pick up all of our Pokemon first. And then get to Mewtwo's little cave there, Cerulean Cave. And I think we're going to have to put Mewtwo to sleep. So let's just take all these Pokemon out. I mean, we could freeze Mewtwo too. That would be a funny way to win with a not really special attacker, but you know, I'm going to save that for later. Okay. So let's surf on down to here and just see how we do. Because you got to keep in mind, some Pokemon like Ivysaur and Charizard have beaten Mewtwo on their first attempts without too much difficulty. But I expect this one to be hard because one Psychic just is going to destroy our Poliwrath. There's nothing that it can do about that. You know, type disadvantages are what they are. Poliwhirl's gonna be so much better, I think. Let's just see though. Here, Surf. Okay. So let's get into this fight with Mewtwo. Uses Barrier. Okay, we put it back to sleep. I counted turns properly. And Earthquake, there we go. We take down Mewtwo on the first attempt. Are you kidding me? You're kidding me. Hypnotoad, Poliwrath. You got it. Oh. That was fun. That was much more fun than the first 2 runs. Than the first 3 runs, I should say, where I had my failed minimal battles too. That was smooth. It was fast. It was reasonably good. It's 12 o'clock now. I can go eat my lunch. And yeah. That's everything just worked out perfectly, didn't it? Stephanie T, thanks for requesting this one. I want to give a huge shout out to the channel members, of course, Mark McCarty, Ken Schmidt. We got Razador, Zane Winter, Marvelous Racing. We got, of course, Andrew Palmer. We got Roy Merkel. You guys are brilliant. Little shout out to the boys. Scott's Thoughts, Van Man, Gym Leader Matt, Steven Plays, Speedrunner 218. Who else we got? We got Kangastan, my guy. Kangastan is like my favorite. Squidgy. Squidgy has got me itching to play some Pokemon Crystal. We'll see when it happens, but watching Squidgy's runs, that guy is just a beast. I think he's going to be the next big one, honestly. Squidgy is going to be possibly bigger than Scott's Thoughts. Just saying. He's got the voice, he's got the style, he's got everything, man. If you ain't seen Squidgy yet, get over there and check out his channel. That guy's brilliant. But yeah, I'm sure I'm forgetting somebody. If I'm forgetting you, I apologize. And thank you to the Discord members. Once again, I've been trying to shout out everybody. Susan Pagelsworth, Evie Stars, sorry for the late addition of you guys on one of these. Yeah. Patel, the assistant, started doing Pokemon content. D1D is doing Pokemon content. Of course, Razador's doing his thing. Just absolute beast. You know, Kirkland Signature. I mean, who else we got over there? Christ, so many people. Oh, the world is expanding every day, guys. We're gonna keep blowing this thing up. We're just about to hit 2,300 subs. And I'm excited. So let's keep going.
So if you've made it all the way to the end of the video, you're amazing. I hope you liked this one. Next time we're coming back with Kingler, and of course, it's going to give Poliwrath a run for its money. But for now, if you'd like to watch more videos, there's a link to the playlist over here on the left, and there is now a Patreon if you guys would like to support me that way, in addition to channel members. Speaking of which, we have a new channel member, Marvin Dang, who joined after I filmed this one. Thank you so much, man, for joining the channel. We're getting awfully close to 2,300 subs now, too. Can we hit 2,500 by the end of the year? I don't know, but I'll just keep making the best videos I can for you guys. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. See you in the next one. Later.